as well as Johnson counter. So it is one of the application of a shift resistor. So what we done here it is, and when come to theory, so I'm taken my ring counter. Ring counter means very simple. Just I'm going to use a shift resistor. Shift resistor it consists of many number of flip flops what we have. So in that case, in the ring counter, the output of this flip flop we are going to connect it to the input. Just output I'm going to connect it to the input, then it is a, just like act as a ring counter, the process it will be repeated. In Johnson counter I'm going to use one NOT gate and we are going to connect it. That is a small difference what we have. So let's see how to implement this one with an help of an high C, and how to realize this one. Let's move on to that. Yeah, what is our aim of our experiment? Just see, they are given a design and implement ring counter and Johnson counter using 4-bit shift resistor and demonstrate its working. So this is our aim of our experiments. Please write down design and implement ring counter and Johnson counter using 4-bit shift resistor and demonstrate its working. See, I want to select one 4-bit shift resistor. So that IC I want to select. With the help of that IC, I want to perform a ring counter as well as Johnson counter. That is my intention. Clear? Okay, let's move on to that. So theory, you know that. So just I'll take briefly. Here, I'm going to use one IC for this explanation. So here I'm going to use a 4-bit shift resistor. For that case, I'm going to use one of the IC, that is universal shift resistor I'm going to use now. So universal shift resistor means when come to theory, we already know that. So it will perform so many operations, just like it's a hold and it is a shift right, shift left and parallel mode. So different operations we can perform based on my select lines. If my select lines are 0, 0, it acts as a hold state, no changes. 0, 1 means a shift right, 1, 0 means shift left, and 1, 1 means it is a parallel mode. So here I'm going to use this IC. By using this high C, I want to construct a ring counter and Johnson counter. That is my intention. So here you can see that it's a 4-bit. So you have even parallel data inputs. We'll see the structure of my universal shift resistor. You have a clear signal. So what is the usage of that one? If you want to clear this one, any data if you want to clear, then I'm going to use this one. If you give value it is 0, they are given a clear bar now. If you give a 0, so whatever the data it is there, it should be cleared. And if you give a 1 means, so it will not work anything. It's not cleared. So next it is you have one option, pin number 2, you have a SRI, stand for it is serial data shift right. So if you want to shift the data right side, then I'm going to use this pin because I want to connect an input here and I can shift my data right side. And next you have a 4 pins, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here I'm going to use in order to give my input 1, 2, 3, 4. You can give taken as a B, C, D. Also you can take, or otherwise you can take a PA, PB, PC, PD. It is used as a parallel data inputs. And next, if you want to shift left, I want one input right. So this shift right means data should be shifted in right side. I want to shift left side means I'm going to use this pin SLI. So you can shift left hand side. And pin number 8 it is a ground, and these two pins 9 and 10 it will be decided what operation I need to do. I want to shift the right side or left side, we can do this one. And pin number 11 we can connect to the clock, and pin numbers it is in a 16 pin high C. Remember, pin number 8 it is a ground and pin number 16 it is a VCC. Okay, so I'm going to use this pin for my explanation of ring and counter. Let's see on that. So ring counter means you already know that. For example, it's a 4-bit means I'm going to outputs are taken as a QD, QC, QB, QA. First, what I need to do, I want to load some value. So whatever may be value. For example, for explanation purpose, I'm going to load value it is 1000. After that, what I need to do, I want to try to shift the operation. How? This one it will come to here, and 0 it will be shifted to here, and this 0 it will be shifted to here, and this last bits previous bit it will come to here. Next, repeat the process. This will be shifted here, this is shifted here, this is shifted here. This QD value it will come to QA. That is my process. That's why I'm taking the last output, we are going to connect it to the input, then it is act as a ring counter. This is a ring counter truth table what we studied in the theory. So I want to design the circuit. So with the help of an IC I'm doing, I have already having one IC, just you do the small connection for this, then we'll get this counter. So let's see on that. So this is the IC what I'm going to use, so I already explained. what I can do, see, I have a QD now. If I connected my QD to QA, so directly it is not possible to connect my QD to QA. So what I need to do, so you have, I'm going to use one shift resistor high C now. So in the shift resistor high C, you have one option. And second thing it is, carefully you observe that here it is my data, it is moving right side. See, shifting it is takes place right side, it is not a left side, so it is moving at the right side, data it is moving in the right side. Then what I'm going to do, just I'll take my QD input and I'm going to connect it to one of the input what you have in the shift resistor high T, that is SRI, shift right input. If you connected this one, it's very simple. This is my QD, right? This output pin, you just connect one line and you can connect it to my SRI shift right. Then what happen here, it is the shift right input, it will come, you just make that one, I want to shift right side, right? Then what I need to do, my select lines, if my select lines are 0 1, if my select lines, if you make my value s1 it is 0 and s0 value it is 1, then what happen, data try to shifting right side, automatically it will be shift right side, then I'll get this pattern. So automatically I'll get this pattern. It's only one connection I can do, just I can connect my QD2 and SRI, you can connect one line, that's all. Just use this IC and you can connect. But here it is, then how I'm going to connect. So in practically S1 and S0, and I need to consider what about clock and what is the pin diagram and everything. So just see that. So this is my intention, QA, QB, QC, QD. I have first I want to load some value, right? For example, in exam they can ask, instead of taking 1000, you consider the value it is 1001. You have to explain the ring counter for this. Means first I want to load this value. What is the value I'm loading? So here it is 1001, you need to load. Next, after that, this one it will come to here. This shifting process it need to be repeated. So that way you can explain. So same thing what I explained previous case. I'm going to take in here it is QA, QB, QC, QD. I'm going to take in the value it is 100. So if I want to do this one, I'm going to consider mode. One of the input I'm going to take in it is in a mode. Means it is mode. I'm going to take it as a 1 here. So why? Clearly you can see that. First I'll go for the parallel mode. In the parallel mode, if I make my select lines are 1 1, if I make my select lines are 1 1, then whatever the inputs you are given, for example here what is the input I want to give, 100, I'll give the value is 1000. If I give my select lines are 1 1, then what happen here, it is it will load my 100 value to QA, QB, QC, QD. Just it will be load 1 0 0 0. It will be appear. It is called parallel loading. So if I make my select lines are 1 1, just 100 value it will be loaded to QA, QB, QC, QD. And second thing what I need to do, I want to shift data to right side. So next what I'm going to do, I want to make my S1 and S0 value to, here it is, S0 value it is 1, S1 value I need to make it 0. Then what happen, the 100 value try to shifting right side. How? This 0 it will come to, here it is, next value it is 0, 1, 0, 0. This process it will be repeated, 0, 0, 1, 0. This process it will be repeated. I want to do this one. So in order to do this, what I'm going to do, just I'll carefully observe here. I'm doing only these two operations. I'll do some modification. Carefully you see that. So here S0 value it is 1 only. It is fixed. It is fixed. I'm doing only these two operation with this IC, and only S1 value changes to 0 and 1. Remember, S1 value it is 1 means I'm doing the parallel mode, parallel loading. S1 value to 0 means I am doing the shift right. For that case, what I am going to do, just I am going to fix my S0 value to 1. 1 means what I am going to do, I'll just connect it to VCC. Directly I can connect my S0 value to VCC. Just I am changing my S1 values, 0 or 1. So S1 value it is taken as a mode now. One of the input I taken as a mode. If mode value it is 1 means just I am loading this value to the my shift register, and if I make mode value to 0 means it will be shifted right side. So I want to write the circuit diagram for the ring counter because this is a universal shift register. So how to write the circuit diagram? Carefully you see that this is my truth table what I am getting. If my mode value it is 1, I want to load the value it is 1000, and if I make my mode value it is 0 in remaining cases, it start to shifting, right side it is shifting. Let's see on that. First, what is the universal shift resistor I'm going to use here? The IC number what I'm going to use here, that is taken as IC74194. It is there in our Delcim simulator, that's why I'm going to use this one, IC74194. Okay, next. Once you take IC74194, next I want to load some values to, right? So because first I want to load this 1000 for that. So that inputs I'm going to take, and here it is A, B, C and D. A, B, C, D are my inputs. So I'm going to load it to this one IC7494. So once I load, next I'll get the values. It is QA, QB, QC and QD. These are the outputs. So if I take the value it is 1000, I'll make my mode value it is 1. Then what happened? This 1000, just you give one clock pulse, then 1000 it will be loaded to my QA, QB, QC, QD. It is called parallel in, parallel out. Automatically it will come. It's called parallel loading. Once it is loaded to my shift register, my data it will be stored in this one. I want to do some operation, right? I want to shift right. So for that, I need to consider some of the inputs also. So what are the inputs I can consider? Just see. One, it is a serial SRI. I'm going to use a shift right side, right? So just I'm doing my uh, parallel loading only I did. I want to shift right side. I want to do right shift. I'm going to use this pin. SRI I'm going to use. Next thing it is, I'm going to take a clock. Yes, definitely it's required. Based on my clock signal, it will be try to shifting right side or left side, whatever may be. And next, what are the inputs it's required? Clear. This is a clear signal what I'm going to use. This is I'm going to use. If I want to clear, I can do this one. If you give 0, it will be clear of my shift resistor. Okay. Next, I'm going to use S0. So, and one more I'm going to take an is a S1. And I'm going to use VCC and ground. So these are all the pins what I'm going to use for that connection, because it is a universal shift resistor. I'm going to convert this universal shift resistor into ring counter circuit. I'm designing my ring counter circuit. Carefully you see that this is PA, PB, PC, PD are just like an ABCD I'm going to take in here, and QA, QB, QC, QD are my outputs. I'm going to use right shift. Left shift I'm not going to use, because when come to ring counter, data it is moving right side only. That's why I'm going to use this pin only, SRI. I'm going to use a clock, and I'm going to use a ground and VCC, it's compulsory, and clear as well as S0 and S1 I'm going to use. Now I want to do the connection. So in the connection I already told that if it is a ring counter means my QD value, just I'm going to connect it to my shift right. Just one line I need to connect. That's all. Just I'm going to connect it my SRI value to my QD. Just you write one line here. Next, I have a clear. So I already told that clear should bit is high. If your clear value is 0, then data it will be erased. I don't want to erase this. I want to keep the data. That's why I'm going to use clear should be connected to VCC. And second thing, and my S0 value. So S0 value I told that parallel loading, this is fixed. I'm going to use these two operation 0 1 and 1 1 operation. Here it is S0 value, it is fixed, 1 only is there. That's why, so S0 should be connected to VCC. This one also just I'm going to short and I connect to VCC. Next, VCC pin you have, just you connect the VCC, that is this one, I can connect it to VCC this. So this is over, clear I can connect to VCC, S0 also connect to VCC. Why I'm going to connect VCC? The value it is 1, 1 is nothing but it is a VCC, 0 is nothing but ground. That's all, that's why I'm going to connect it these two. And next you have a S1. Just see my S1, S1 it will be decide what operation I need to do. If S1 value it is 0, you can see that S0 value it is 0 means you shift right. S1 value it is 1 means it is a parallel loading. So in order to decide this one, I'll take my S1 value, I'm going to connect it one of the input, that is mode, what I'm explaining. Okay, if my mode value it is 1, then ABCD value it is 100, whatever the value you are given, that value it will be loaded to here. Here loaded means it will be stored in the shift registers, means internally you have a 4 flip-flops. It will be store value it is 1000. After that I'll make mode value it is 0. If I make my mode value means S1 value, if I make 0 means it will try to shifting, right side will be shifting because you are connected to shift right. Clear? So QD value I'm going to connect it to here and I'll do that process. So once you did this, and next it is a ground, I'm going to use ground pin, and next I'm going to connect to the clock. Okay, this is the circuit diagram of your ring counter. It's very simple. Keep in your mind, in the ring counter what I'm doing, just I'm going to use ABCD only of my shift register, and QA QB QCD I'm going to use, and the serial input, right side right shift only input I'm going to use it here, and I'm going to use clock, clear, S0 and S1. S0 default I'm going to connect it to VCC, and S1 I'm going to consider as a mode. So once I got this circuit, I want to define the pins, right? That is very important because I'm going to use this IC74194. I want to define the pins. So now I'm going to defining the pin numbers. How to define? You just tell me what is the pins of A, B, C, D. Just see that these are inputs, right? Yeah, just you write 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, what is the ground? Pin number? Ground. Yeah. So I'm going to use pin number 8 for ground, and clock. Have a clock. Yes, right, 11. Next, SRI means right shift. Yes, 2. Next, QD, QC, QB, QA. What is QD? Pin number of QD. Yes, I'm going to use right 12, 13, 14, and 15. And next, clear bar actually. What is a pin? It is 1. Just mention that 1. Next, S not value. 9. Next, VCC. Okay, next S1 value. That's all. So this is a ring counter circuit diagram. It's very simple. So you take A, B, C, D now. 8 you connect to the ground, 11 is connected to clock, and I'll give the serial input. Just you just short this one, and remaining you connect VCC and you consider as a mode. That's all. You need to construct this circuit. So yeah, just check it out. I'm going to use IC74194. You need to select this. Just I'm going to Telsim simulator, add IC. So you can choose anywhere. I'm going to use any one of the base. IC74. Just come down. You have a one option. IC74194. It is a bidirectional universal shift resistor. Just click on this. You add IC. And what is a VCC pin and what is a ground? First, that is a very important thing. So pin number 16 it is VCC. It's a 16 pin IC, and pin number 8 it is a ground. You do the connection first. So pin number 16, just see it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's visible, right? Yeah, I'll just zoom in. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 it is connected to the ground. Just I'm going to connect to the ground. And it's a pin number last bit is a 16. It is connected to VCC. You do this connection first. Once you did this connection, just go to circuits. Very simple. 3, 4, 5, 6 are ABCD. This is for parallel loading I'm going to use. Just connect 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. Okay, this is a, this is a B, this is connected to C, and next you connect it to the D. A, B, C, D. Okay, next. So A, B, C, D over 8 already connected to the ground, and next you have a 15. Okay, you just go to clockwise only. Okay, next you have an option of clock. Clock it is pin number 11. Then what I have to do? I want to connect the clock. So you have an option of two things. One, it is this is a normal clock, continuous clock it will get, and here we can generate by the hand, we can generate the clock signal. For this counter, what I'm going to do, just I'm going to connect it my clock. So how I'm going to connecting? So pin number 11 I'm going to use. Just see this pin number 11 I'm going to use. So I'll just connect pin number 11, which is 11 8 9 10 11. Just use this pin. You can connect anyway. Just I'm going to connect it a high pin, high pulse. Just I'm going to connect it here. Next, so 11 it's over. Next, what you have to do, just you have to do 15 14 13 12. 15 14 13 12, that is qa qb qc qd. Just do that connection, that is outputs, which is 15. This 16 means this is a 15. Yeah, you take this one. This is qa, this is qb, next it is qc, and next it is taken as a qd. Q, see here it is qa qb qc qd, 15 14 13 12. Just see that in the diagram, 15 14 13 12. And next, something we connected to VCC. Carefully you see that 1 9 16. 16 already connected there. You use connect 1 and 9 also to VCC. Just connect 1 to VCC and 9 7 8 9. 9 also you need to connect it to VCC. Okay, 1 and 9 I connected to, oh, where it is connected, something it's, okay. Once you did that connection, next 1 and 9 it is over. 16 already connected. Then what is the remaining thing? It is I want to connect this one. 10 I need to connect. Connect it to what? It is S1. This will be decide my option. So 10 you need to connect to the mode, one of the input only, that is. So just I'm going to connect it pin number 10. Where is my 10? This is a 8, 9, 10. 10 you need to connect one of the thing. Just I'm going to connect it to here. This is my mode. And next, one more option it is missing, that is feedback. So pin number 2 it is connected to the 12, just shorting 12 and 12. QD it is connected to the serial write shift. So just I'm connecting 12 and 2. Where is my 12? This is 8 9 10 11 12. Here to pin number 2, just connect it to pin number 2 here. So this is the connection what I'm going to use. Clear about this one? Once you did this, so anything it is missing, just check it out. I connected clock, qa qb qc over, clear also over 1916 it is connected. Okay, so it is connected to the ground. Let's see how to analyze. Just switch on this trainer kit. First, what I need to do, I want to load something, right? That is what I'm telling here. It is I want to load some value. So what is the value I need to load here? It is the value I'm going to take in 100. When I'm going to make my mode value, it is 1. That's why you just make my mode value, it is 1. I'll make 1. I given some value here, it is 1 0 0 0. Now you just give one pulse here. See, still my outputs are not loaded to my output. If you give a clock pulse, then only it will be load. Just give one pulse here, it is. See, you just give one pulse. If you give one pulse, now loaded the value, it is whatever the given ABCD value. So now it will be stored in my shift register. That data it will be appear at this output 1000. It will appear. Next, what you have to do, just make my mode value to 0. That's what I'm telling here. It is mode value to 0. Then it will try to shift right side. So I want to shift this one. It is the right side. Just give a shift right side means make mode value to 0. Then give a pulse. Just generate a pulse. You can see that. Sorry, this is mode only, right? Yeah, now you can see that 1. See 1. Now it will be shifted 0 1. It will coming. Next you give this one, so it will be shifted, this data it will be shifted here, means 0010. Next value it is 0001. Next it will come back to here 1. Just give the pulses, right? So this is your ring counter. The Johnson counter, what I am going to do, Same thing, you just make mode value it is 1000. This complemented value it will come out. See, 0 complement I'll get 1 here, and shifting it is happened, right shift. This 0 complement I'll get here and right shift. So 1 complement it is 0, it will come right shift. So finally I'll get finally 000 I'll get, this complement I'll get 1, next it is come to right shift. These 3 values it will be right shifted, and same value only it is coming. The process it will be repeated. I want this one. So in order to get this, very simple, carefully you can connect. Just previously I connected 12 to 2, right shift only I am doing my operation. So directly I can connect this. I am going to use one NOT gate here. So but NOT gate connection is very carefully you need to connect. The direction is very important. If you connect it opposite way, it's a problem. You need to connect QD to SRI. So you need to connect from pin number 12 to here it is pin number 2 only you need to connect. That is the intention. Carefully you need to connect this, and NOT gate here it is VCC it is 16, sorry it is a 14, right? So it is a 14 pin IC, and pin number 7 it is a ground. IC 7404 what I am going to use, the pin number 14 it is a VCC, 7 it is a ground, and pin number 1 and 2 you need to connect. Just do that process. Select IC 7404, pin number 14 it is a VCC, just do the connection, and pin number 7 it is connected to the ground. I'm going to use one gate of this 7404. Then how to do this connection? First you need to remove the connection. Previous connection you need to remove in the ring counter. Don't change here only. So what I'm doing, you have an option, remove connection. What connection I need to remove? Just see here. Previously you already shorted pin number 12 and 2 you shorted, right? That connection you need to remove and you need to connect it to the NOT gate. So what I'll do here only. Just see pin number 2 is you are doing some connection, right? Just you remove this. Now pin number 2 it is a serial I, SRI. Pin number 12 what I am going to use, that is your QD. See this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. From here to you need to connect it to pin number 1. Pin number 2 to output you need to connect it to the pin number 2 of this. Now I am going to use this NOT gate. So just check it out whether it is coming or not, the values. Just switch on the trainer kit. What you have to do? First I want to load the value. Just make it mode value it is 1, give a pulse. Okay, now it is loaded. Next you need to make the value it is 0. Later you can see that, just generate the pulse. See that previously it is shifting, now a complemented value it's coming. This complement it will add it to here, the one it will be shifted here. See 1100, next 1110 it will need to come. Yes, next all are it is 111. Yes, next it is the complement of this one, third bit it will come to here. It is 1 complement means 0, you need to come here. Okay, next it will be shifted, next it will be shifted, next value it is 0, again it will come back to 100. The process it will be repeated. Okay, so this is about Johnson counter.